Yes. Okay, this training is going to be recorded. We are going to learn something very important. We're going to learn about how to put a signal. Okay, because very many people don't know how they can put a signal into their robot. When the signal is given, they don't know how to put it. They don't. People don't know for sure. Today we are going to look at a way you can put a signal in your trade. How can you do that? How can you put a trade in your RoyoQ robot? When we are doing trading, in most cases, our people don't have signals. Okay, we give what we call signals. Signals help everyone to trade, even if they have a lot, even if they have small capital. Even if someone just has $15, they can trade. However, RoyoQ as a robot has default settings. The robot was designed to trade with autopilot. That's why it has default settings. And when you do calculations, you realize that RoyoQ robot's default settings need over $3,500. That's like 13 million Ugandan shillings per trade. Remember, RoyoQ has over 79 coins. Now just imagine all that money. That's almost $1 billion shillings to put it in auto. However, Another they don't have a lot of money. They don't have a lot of cash. They don't have a lot of they don't have a lot of money to put their robots in autopilot. Now, what do Reiki is saying? You can trade with your settings. The settings you can afford, the settings of your capital. Okay? The settings of your capital. Now look here. We're going to see how do you set a trade? How do you put a signal in your business, in your RoyoQ? Okay, let me share my screen here. Okay, let me share my screen. Let me share my screen. My brother, you're very welcome. SC. I don't know whether you're a brother or a sister. Let me share my screen.
It's your brother. Oh. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you? Thank you for joining our.
Thank you.
Yes, our training, we are only 2 here, but it's okay. It's going to be recorded and put on our YouTube channel for other people to attend in their free time. Let me share my screen. You can mute yourself so that you don't have noises in the background. Hope you're seeing my screen. Now,
yes.
How do we put a trade? What people don't know is this. You can have your robot trade for you in autopilot. And of course, few people can afford that. Few people can afford 400 millions, $1 billion shillings to put their RoyoQ robot in autopilot. Now, what do? We trade with our capital. Now, when we are trading, hope you sat down with a person who helped you to start the business. If you have $100, divide this money by 7 or 10. Okay? Divide by 7. If you have just $100, divide your trade or divide your money by 7. So when you divide it by 7, let's look here. Let's do calculations. Now I'm teaching you how to put your trades. That means every trade will consume $14.2. Okay, almost $3. So if you have $1,000, you divide it by 10. Give it 10 margin calls. Okay, and your 10 margin calls must cover negative 40%. Negative 40%. Put 20% of your money in the first 4 margin calls. 20% of your money. So if you have 1,000, put the $200 in the first 4 margin calls. Now the $800 must be back up in the 40% negative. You have seen how markets go down. The market can go down anytime. So when you join the business, hope you sat down with the person who introduced you to the business and they did these trade settings for you in your trade according to your capital. I don't want you to be defiant to your leaders. You know, some people when they are new in the business, they're like, no, my money, I want it to be in the trade. Now you see this trade, I have $1,000, but I'm only seeing 100 in a trade. Where is my 900? Why is it sitting down? Hey, let me tell you something. If you are very defiant to your leader, he will do what you want. He will put all the 1,000 in a trade. But if that trade goes down, you will have to wait until the market comes back. My brother, you get the point. So put less money in the market, most of the money in the backup. 80% must be backup. What do I mean by backup? Whenever the market drops, the robot should keep buying for you using the 800. What do I benefit? I'm buying this coin at a discount. Okay? We take negative as a discount. Don't be defiant of your leader. Now we are going to see, how do you put a trade? We have a very beautiful group. It's called the Game Changers. The Game Changers here. Okay. The Game Changers, they usually put signals. For example, they had put this signal in the morning. This signal in the morning, it was put at 8 a.m. Now, whenever you see a signal, okay, when you are late 30 minutes, leave it. Don't put it in. But when they have put it in the real time, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 1 minute, put it into your trade. Now let's assume we are going to learn with this signal. Let me get the pointer. Are you seeing this signal? Now, whenever they give a signal, focus on these 3 things. This, the name of the coin, the take profit, and the preset. Okay? The name of the coin, it's called CFX, the take profit percentage, and then the preset. The preset means the buy price. You get the point? Always focus there. The rest, ignore. As a new person, ignore. The callbacks, the drops, ignore. Now, when you see this signal put in a group, just come here, tap your Royalty robot. Okay. Tap this search bar button. Are you seeing it? It's there?
No.
Tap it. When you tap it, the name was CFX. CFX. In case my screen is not visible, someone, you open your microphone and you tell me.
Yeah,
The coin
it's hanging.
It's hanging, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, let me come back and sort it. Do you see my screen now?
Yes.
Thank you. Now, I was saying, when they bring a signal like this, they have told us to buy CFX. The take profit is 3%. The preset price is 0.2553. Just come to your robot, tap this icon, the search icon, then type in the word CFX. CFX. They bring the coin, you tap it. When you tap it, then you tap the word create. Then you tap the word Martingale bot, the first one. Then you tap create again. Now we have two nexts here, or two options. The first one and the second one. The first one has a word automatic sync strategy. These are for people who want to put their robots in auto. You must have enough cash to use this strategy. Most of us, we use this. Today, we are going to focus on this one. So tap the last next at the bottom. Then they will display the coin. So you tap it. You tap trade settings. Now, this is what I was telling you. The trade settings are default. The robot has default trade settings. I told you these settings consume more than 10 million Ugandan shillings. If you know you can't afford that, just scroll down to the bottom. There is a yellow button. Tap it. When you are having iPhone, it has a blue button, some of them. Now, when you tap this button, it will bring you here where your settings are. These settings were set by you, by your leader when you joined the business. These are your settings. The settings fit for your money. Settings are centers. They are here. Now, when you see the settings, tap on the word. For example, tap on the word one shot. Never tap here or here unless you are doing something different. Never ever. Okay? Now tap on the word one shot. When you tap on the word one shot, the robot will remove the default settings and put your own settings. Now, the signal they said, take profit, TP is 3%. Now, what you do, you come here. The only thing you edit is this. The whole position take profit ratio. What you do, you edit it to make it 3%. Then you save. How do you save? Come here in the corner, there is a box. That icon means saving. So you tap it, then you confirm, saving. When you confirm, what next? They told us the preset is 0.2553. That's the price they want us to buy. So you come here, you tap here. You get it? When you tap here, you tap tab. Then you tap, you put in 0.2553. Is it so? 0.2553. Then you confirm. Now you're ordering your robot that I want you to buy at this price. Okay? After that, tap here. These directions might look long. You may be like, that's a lot of stuff. Yes, it is in the beginning. But when you get used, it will be very easy. Do you remember the first day you learned how to drive a car? It was a lot. You have to look in the side mirror, in the driving mirror. You have to look at the dashboard. You have, you were like, you have to look in front where you were going. But with the time, the more you practice, it becomes part of you. You can look in the side mirror, in the driving mirror, in the windshield, and you are seeing everything you are driving very well. So type the strategy mode, change it to sub-bin real-time settlement. Never leave it here. Change it to sub-bin real-time settlement, then confirm. After confirming, tap start. Are you seeing the blue button start? Then tap create. What will the robot do? The robot will be on standby to buy this currency. The robot will be on standby to buy this currency. Okay. Let me change it to 12 since they are $12. Are you seeing? So now when you see this coin in green on 00, that means this currency is on standby to buy. Are you seeing this? Now it has bought. Now, when it buys, it will send you a message here on news. So you tap news. Have you seen news where it is? It's here. Tap news. It has said there is a new buy on Binance CFX. That's a message that it has bought. So you tap strategy, you tap running, you will see your coin. When you see a coin in red, that means it is buying time. Then if you have more capital, whenever the market goes down, the robot will keep buying. When the market goes up, the robot will sell. You get the point? When the market goes up, the robot will sell. That's how we put a signal. The first thing in this business you should master is how to put a signal. That's the first thing you should focus on. When you see this coin in green, that means it has started counting profits. Now, when you tap more, tap more, RoyalQ will give you small details about this trade. For example, the positioning amount. Position amount means that RoyalQ has put this amount of money in this trade. It has put $11.7. Okay. Then there is position quantity. The quantity of this coin RoyalQ has bought. It has bought 46 CFX coins. Then there is average price. The robot has bought this coin at a price of 0.2555. Okay. Then there is what we call the current price. The current price is the one here. It is the same, 0.2555. So when the current price goes above, my coin will be in positive. It will be in profit. When the prices go down, my coin will be negative, just as you are seeing it here. It is 0.2554, but average price was 0.2555. That's why you are seeing it is in -7. It is in -7 here. Then we have what we call floating loss. Floating loss means at the moment when I decided to sell this coin, it will make a loss of this money. And the robot doesn't sell at loss, it only sells at a profit. Number of margin calls. What are margin calls mean? Margin calls means then when the coin goes down, the robot keeps buying it. When it keeps buying it, that's what it calls margin calls. Okay? Hope you have seen how things have changed. Now it's reading floating profit because the return rate is positive, because the current price now is above more than the average price. Here. Are we learning? So let's tap this coin. Now the other ones were summary. These are the full details about this coin. We have looked at the position amount. We have seen the position amount. We have seen the position quantity, the average price, the current price, the return rate, the number of margin calls. Now, there is this part. Okay. Now, this part, what is it saying? We have an option of cycle. Cycle means you're putting your robot in autopilot, that when it sells this coin, buy it again, sell, buy, sell, buy. I recommend this to someone who has 100 million Ghana shillings and above. We have what we call stop margin call. You can tell your robot that stop buying this coin if it goes down. Okay. Then there is a button of sell. Sell means you can order your robot to sell manually, sell by force. Same thing to buy. You can order your robot to buy manually. Okay. So these are some of the most important details about a trade. So the things you must master as a trader is to put a trade. Okay. If you don't know how to put a trade, then you are not in business. Before you learn anything else, putting a trade must be your priority. And also trading. As a new person, recommend them to this video. It's going to be on our YouTube channel. It's called RoyalQ Game Changers. How to set a signal, how to put a signal into your robot. Okay? Hope we have learned something in these few minutes. Today we wanted to focus on this. Okay? Always be available to see the signals put in this group. Put signals according to your mentor's calculations. Okay? For me, my calculations, every 1 million, okay, we give it 1 coin. Okay? Every 1 M, we give it 1 coin. If your trading capital is 4 M, you are free to trade 4 coins. If your trading capital is 500,000, that means you are obviously 1 coin trader. When your mentor tells you, you sit with the person who invited you to this business, your leader. They do calculations for you because you can even trade 1 coin with 30 M. That will depend on your leader and what you want, you as a person. Now, follow your leader's instructions. Some people, you are wiser. Okay? You are new in the business, you don't want to listen to an expert. You will do mistakes and you pay for it. When you put more coins, when you have little money, what is going to happen? You are going to waste money. Okay? You're going to waste money. How? Your coins, when the market goes down, they won't have enough backup. Remember, we said only use 20% of your money into a trade. The rest should be planned for backup. The rest should be planned for backup. The moment you are planning for a backup, you are good to go. Have we learned something? Have we learned something? So I want you to treat this as a business, my dear friend. Treat this as a business. Okay? When you want to be a champion in trading, you must have capital. Don't be contented with your 1 M as your trading capital. Do you know that you can trade? Do you know that you can trade with 10 M? Do you know that you can trade with 100 M? Do you know that you can trade with 50 M? So don't be contented with small money. So when you're trading with 1 M, have a goal of having more than that. Then another thing, knowledge. We have trainings for trading knowledge. So when you see any training posted in a group whereby you have a possibility, when you join the meeting, mute yourself. Otherwise, I'll remove you in this meeting. Thank you so much. So I'm saying, when you want to be a champion in trading, you must have knowledge. On our daily trading at 10 a.m., we are going to have different leaders who are going to be teaching us a lot of stuff. One of them is trading skills. Let me tell you something. These skills are the ones which are going to help you as a person to make the money. We are in the 21st century. This 21st century, we have a possibility of making money on our phones, of making money on our laptop when you are home. You get it? I want you to imagine when your wife is at home with your baby, but she can sit on her laptop, she enters a trade and she makes like a 50,000 Ugandan shillings profit daily. Your wife won't need to go in arcades to be there, and you get a lot of rugambo. That's a joke. That means as a family you can elevate yourself. So these skills are lifetime. They are precious. They are priceless. Trading skills. So have knowledge. When you want to make a lot of money in trading, have knowledge, have capital. Then another thing, have a mentor. Look for someone who's going to mentor you. Look for someone who's going to help you, who's going to guide you. That person is the person who introduced you to the business. The first person you should think about as your mentor is the person who introduced you to the business. Why? They have a lot. They know more than you. They were in the business more days than you, more months than you, more years than you. So listen to them, whatever they tell you. I have a friend, he had a lot of capital, but he was not listening. The trader, I was telling him, the market can drop. The market can drop. Don't use the money. Wait. He wasn't listening. The market is down now. It's in negative, total negative, almost 30%. What if he listened? So listen to a person who's more days in the business than you. They will be the best people to mentor you. Then another thing, build a community. Don't trade alone. Share your link to more people. When you share your link to more people, what is going to benefit you? You won't pay fees to Royal Q. What do I mean by this? Royal Q says, whenever we trade, we share profits. I take 20, you take 80 as an investor. So that means if we make $100 as profits, 20 is mine. That's what Royal Q does. But it says, when you recruit people and you bring them on board to your robot with your link, whenever they trade, I share with you this money. The money I charge them whenever they are trading, I share it with you. I give you 20% of it. So whenever I make $20, $4 are yours. I want you to imagine if you have 100 guys on your team, when everyone makes $100 a month as a profit, and you are collecting $400 a month. This money, Royalq pays it to your asset. That means for you, as you are trading, you won't be sharing the money with the Royalq. Why? It will be using the money to pay you. You get the logic. Are you getting the logic? Whenever you trade, share profits with Royalq. But when you recruit someone and they are trading, the profits Royalq shares with them, it shares it with you also at 20% level. Every $20 it charges people, you have $4 there as yours. Every 20, you have $4. According to your rank, by the way. The more rank, the more money. Because by the time you hit 100 people, that means you have a second rank in Royalq. It will be paying you 40%, not even 20. So that means every $20 it charges people, it will be paying you $80. If those 100 guys, everyone has made 100 profits, $100 as profits in a month, and they have been charged 2020, that means Royalq has charged $200. Okay? That means it has to pay you $80. You get the point? 80 back to you. So that $80, it is put on your asset on Royalq. This is what we call asset. Here, just like you see Royalq is doing. The more these people are trading, it is paying, it is paying, it is paying, it is paying, it is paying. So this money keeps on coming. So whenever you are trading, it deducts from here. It deducts from your asset. You get the point? It deducts from the asset. So instead of you paying it, it is now deducting from the money it paid you. So that means you will be enjoying 100% of the profits. Think and grow rich. So never ever trade alone. Tokkiriza and trade away. Trade with more people. Have we learned something? Have we learned something? Okay. Now today we wanted to learn how do you put a signal? How do you put a signal in a trade? Okay. The next time we will learn how do you set trade settings according to your capital. However, the most important person to listen to of that topic is your leader, the person who introduced you to the business. They have the better plan. However, we have a general plan, but the better plan is from your mentor. The general plan, in case you are an orphan, someone who introduced you to the business left you, then you will use our major plan or our general plan. Otherwise, thank you so much for following. This training is going to be recorded. It's going to be on our YouTube channel. I see a lot of you have attended. Thank you so much for attending, leaders. This is really, really, really amazing. Let me tell you, we are going to make a lot of money in this business. We have a better plan for you. We want to make this business affordable, reachable, and easy for everyone. Okay? We are going to make sure we reach every one of you here. We want to make sure we reach every one of you here. Okay? We are going to use our phones as our office. We are going to use our phone as our training center. We are going to learn a lot of stuff with this technology. Okay? Make your phone available. Put enough data. Data is cheap these days. Okay? Buy enough data. We are going to make it. We are going to grow it. We are going to grow a very big community. Okay? Are we ready? Are we ready? So every 10 a.m., switch to this Zoom. We are going to learn a lot of things. We are going to learn from different leaders. We are going to be the master of trading with Royal Q by the end of the year. Everyone must have the most important skills and basics. Have a good day. See you at the top. Oh, someone is asking, if you make a mistake, can you go back and reset it after? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Have a good day.